Hello friends, let us try to take a brief look at the study what we are going to study in the seminar. The first comes WD Gann swing technique. This technique we will be using to identify the trend whether the market is in the short term uptrend or downtrend or sideways trend. This is a Nifty chart. What does swing chart tells? The first moment, the first instance, it gives us the outlook what to do, whether we should do teji or whether we should do mandi. Now you see, this is a daily chart of Nifty. You can correctly see the market which has started from here. The first instant when it showed, this was the top. The first instant when it shows above this, the market has started to be in teji. And this was the very important bottom. And this is a short term trend. So you see 1, 2, 3. Again here the market has come down, but it has not crossed this bottom. So again it started to move up. Currently again market has broken this bottom. So until and unless this top is not crossed, we will say the market can go further down. The importance of this study is whether we want to trade for intraday, whether we want to trade for positional. This study will give us the very good results. See, I will copy the study from daily. You see, this is an intraday graph. Once the Nifty has broken this point, this was a top, Nifty has been in downtrend. This is for the short term. So first down, second down, third down, fourth down, fifth down. Here after crossing this point, Nifty has come for a short term uptrend. So you can see easily you can get from 5700 to 5600. But this is just the outlook based on Gann swing technique. In the seminar we will detail explain how you can enter your position at this top to make a short position, at this top, around this position. These are the areas where you will be entering your position to be on the short side. The Gann swing technique is showing you that the trend is down, and these are the area which will combine with other study will show you that these are the area where you can enter. This is the area where you can enter long. This is the area where again you can enter long. So you see, I will just make this chart bigger one. Now see from here, once this bottom is broken, the mandi has started. Now this top is not crossed, this top is not crossed, this top is not crossed. This is the sideways market. Again after this, when this bottom is broken, it started to move down. So Gann swing chart will give you brief introduction of whether the trend is down or whether the trend is up. This is the broad Gann swing chart. Now suppose we will see a minute detail based on these two bars, what these two bars are telling. So we will be again classified Gann swing chart into subparts to again come to the level for a very short term whether the swing is down or up. This is the first part, which is a Gann swing technique, and it gives a very clear idea just by seeing at the chart whether the trend is down or whether the trend is up. And once we get the direction of the trend, our half of our trading job is done. Now friends, let us come to the second part, that is symmetrical theory. This is again the Nifty chart. What does symmetrical theory will do for you? It can predict based on previous bottom and previous top what will be the next top and next bottom. These are the important tops and bottoms. You see 5944, this is important top. 5195, this is important bottom. 5740, again important top. 4720, again important bottom. 5399, again important top. 4531, again important bottom. 5629, again important top. 4770, important bottom. 5348, important top. 5032, important bottom. 5448, important top. 5215, important bottom. 5815, important top. Now what is the advantage of symmetrical theory is, based on previous top and bottom, you can predict what will be the next probable bottom and top. Now based on this bottom and this top, we can predict the market can come down till 4720. Based on this top and this bottom, you can predict the market can come down to 4531. Based on this top 5740 and this bottom, you can predict what will be the corresponding top and bottom of next corrective move. That is, this top and this bottom can be predicted. This is true for intraday, this is true for daily, this is true for weekly, monthly chart, all the charts. So whenever we will be doing transactions, our transactions will be near top and near bottom. Say for example, suppose I want to buy, I will be buying around this region. Say I want to sell, I will be selling around this region. This is the advantage what symmetrical theory gives you. It's not a lagging indicators. We are working directly on price. Now you see, based on this bottom and this top, you can predict what is going to be the this bottom and this top. Now internally, based on this bottom and this top, we can predict this top. So whenever we will be doing the transactions will be near top and near bottom. This is true for silver, this is true for MCX, any chart. Now you see, this is the chart. Let us see. This 60 minutes chart. Based on this top, this bottom, this top and bottom is predicted. Based on this bottom and this top and this bottom is predicted. Based on this top, this bottom and this top, now correspondingly silver can come up to 63,600. So this is the advantage what silver has, what the symmetrical theory has in predicting the tops and bottom. This will form a second part of our seminar. Now the third part is supply demand theory. What does supply and demand theory tells? What is the advantage you will be having when you will be studying this? Once you find out what are the important tops and bottom, then you can decide on which tops and which bottoms to do the transaction. Just for instance, this is the intraday chart of the Nifty. Now I will give you the instant in intraday where we will be doing the transaction. First instance, this around this zone we can sell. Second instant, again around this zone we can sell. This is the top form and we can predict around this instant we can sell. At this instant we can buy. At this instant again we can sell. coming back to previous point, at this instant we can sell, at this instant we can sell. This we can predict based on supply and demand theory. What this theory tells, from where the bottom, from where the move has started, again whenever the stocks comes to against that same price, it will again start a down move. Now we need to be smart enough to choose which supply to be chosen and which demand to be chosen. So based on the combination of first the trend technique, then the symmetrical theory, and then the supply and demand theory, whenever we will do the transactions, we will be in highly profit. Now you will ask me, how many transactions can I get in a day? This is for a long term, we are getting many transactions. Now I will, to explain, I will show you few charts. Say ICICI Bank. This is future chart. Now suppose I tell you, you will be entering your position at this position around 1106 based on supply demand theory. How much profit you are getting by just putting 20 rupees stop loss? 100 rupees profit, and you can easily predict this transactions. You can enter around 1042, this zone, you are getting again 60 rupees profit. This is for swing technique. Now let us take an example whether this is possible for intraday too. I will tell you the instances where you can enter and exit based on this price zones. Now you see, this is the intraday chart. Now intraday chart will give you, at this instant you can enter in the market. At this instant we can short in the market. At this instant again you can go short in the market. I will just make this swing a smaller one so that I can explain you every details. I will take a future chart because we will be doing in Nifty future trading. Now see, this instant you can enter in the market. This instant you can go short in the market. Again, this instant again you can go short in the market. This supply and demand is derived from by seeing the previous chart from where the supply and demand has started. Now our next important role is to find out which supply and demand to be chosen. That very well will be explained in the seminar. I am just briefing you. See, we are never using any indicators. We are just working on price, and it's a anybody what you want to. If you want to buy, you want to buy at a lower price. You want to sell, you want to sell at a higher price. This theory, a combination of this theory will be doing entire thing, this thing for you. Now, the fourth theory is a range theory. What does range theory tell? Every chart has a range. Suppose now we have a ball in our hand and we want to play a ball in a room. It will touch the ceiling and then it will come down. That is, it has that particular range where the ball can move. Now the same is the theory for any chart, Nifty, any forex currency, silver, gold. Now based on the range, what we can decide, roughly we can come to know where the market can go, up to what top it can go and up to what bottom it can go. And based on that, we can trade. Same thing we can decide on a weekly basis, same thing we can decide on a monthly basis. So range theory is very good those who want to trade in options. Say for example, this range was say around 50 points. This range was around 50 points. So based on the range theory, we can predict, we can get to know where the market can go in intraday, where the market can go on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. Now the last and final part what we want to study is a triple screen method. What does triple screen method? What is triple screen method? Triple screen method is nothing but analyzing at the same time 3 charts. Say this is daily, then 60 minutes, then 5 minutes. We will be explaining you the technique based on these 3 charts, how to see Gann swing charts, how to see symmetrical theory, how to see supply demand theory, and then come to a conclusion whether you want to trade on a long side or on a short side. This system will remove all your doubts regarding all the false trades shall be removed from your system based on this theory. So these are all the system. First is Gann swing technique, symmetrical theory, supply demand theory, range theory, and the fourth and final triple screen methods. Now what is the advantage of this course? First of all, this course 100% you will be receiving the practical knowledge. Now I will give you every day the instances based on this theory where you can trade, where you can exit, all the live market. We will be sending you the videos by making the setups. Here you can trade and here you can sell. Based on this theory, I will tell you there, if you want to do intraday, it's not you need to find lots of setups. It's not you will be getting few setups. There are enough instances if you want to do intraday, easily in 15 to 20 minutes you will be getting one or the other setups. And number of trades you can do in intraday, and number of trades you can find for positional. It's not you need to wait for much time. So we will be 100% we will be having the practical approach. The practicals are taken by a webinar. You need to have microphone and laptop just to see my screen and to trade based on and just to see the screens. Now what is the advantage? The second advantage is we are always speaking on price. We are not at all speaking on any indicators, and based on price only we are taking the decisions. The system works very well in high volume scripts. We will be, if you want to do trading, we will be doing in short Nifty stocks, and in commodity it works very fantastically. Commodity and currency it works very fantastically. So this is all about what we are going to cover in the course. This is a totally different approach to trading. Mind well, this is the concept which is used by all the institutions on all the FI. So whenever we buy, we find I have bought the stock and this is the top which has been made. Now the thing will be different. You have sold the stock and where the top will be made. You have bought at the bottom and there the bottom is made. This system will give you an edge over other traders. So friends, please, we request, expand your knowledge base. This is only going to help you out. Let the market crash. Let the market go sideways. Every day the opportunity is there, provided you can find it out. So that's all about the seminar. We are waiting for you to take this knowledge, to become a very good trader. We will be with you every time whenever you are in difficulties. Along with that, whenever our next seminars are conducted, we will invite you for the practical session. So you will be getting live market experience of trading in the market. We will be holding your hand to trade and we will teach you at every instance how you can go about the trade. Thanks a lot.